Hi everyone, welcome to week 4. So this week we have our midterm. So for this course, the midterm is an assignment, not an exam. And you have access to the midterm. I gave you access in the beginning of the course, and then I had suggested in week 3 you take a look at it. So hopefully you had a chance to look at it. If not, no problem. I'm going to walk you through it right now. So the assignment is to draft a summons and a complaint for Mrs. Henderson. So we're back to the fact pattern from the portfolio project. Our client is Mrs. Henderson. She's the plaintiff. She was walking in a Office Mart type store and she fell on some black ice. And so she is choosing to sue Office Mart for negligence. Okay, and so as you know, a summons and a complaint are the documents that you need to begin a lawsuit. And now before you do anything, I would recommend reading the lecture materials because that is going to really help you. It's going to explain pleadings, it's going to explain a complaint, it has samples, it's a couple of videos in there. So please, please, please review the week 4 lecture materials. Once you've done that, then I recommend that you go through the directions, or excuse me, the instructions really carefully. And please note that for this assignment, you're going to be using the state-specific content document. And what that means is we need to rely on case law in order to draft this complaint, but you don't need to do any external research. So you are going to use the cases provided, and you get a choice. You can choose to use Virginia law, New York law, or Wisconsin law. It's completely up to you. So pick one of those states, just one, and then print out and get familiar with the 3 cases. Depending on which state you chose, those are the cases that you would use. And that'll be useful to you as you draft your complaint. Okay, and so then basically for the summons is usually pretty short. It has, a caption with the party's name. It has a jurisdiction. If anything you don't know, you can just make it up and just make sure you're consistent. So in other words, if you choose Virginia, then you want to make sure that you choose a jurisdiction in Virginia. So just stay consistent. And then the idea behind the summons is you're just telling, it's like a paragraph explaining to the defendant that they have 20 days or X amount of days to respond to the complaint. And then you can find a sample online if you want to, but that's just all the summons is. It's pretty short. And then the meat of the assignment is the complaint. And basically what you need to do for the complaint is have the following 5 items. You need to state the jurisdiction, and you can do that based on the state you choose and the fact pattern. And then the factual allegations, again, from the fact pattern. So you would usually number out pertinent facts and list them out. And then you will go and discuss the cause of action for negligence. And this is where you'll need the case law, that the 3 cases that you were given. And just, it says it in the instructions, but just so you're familiar, in order to win, or in order to have a cause of action for negligence, you need to meet certain elements. And so you have to show that there was a duty, that duty was breached, that breach caused the damages, and that there actually were damages. And then that's going to make up your whole section on cause of action. And again, you'll use the case law to show this is what the case law says, these are the elements, and this is how our case is similar to the case law. And that's going to show that you have a case, cause of action. And then finally, you're going to do the wherefore clause. All that is the damages. So, say based on all the following, I'm asking for these damages. So again, it's important to read the lecture materials. I'll probably end up putting a sample up of not a template, but like maybe just kind of a sample idea of what a complaint could look like. That sometimes helps me just to kind of get a big picture. You could even just Google it and just get an idea of what it should look like. But that's just to help you. I mean, if there's no magic way of doing it, as long as you have all the right information, and you'll know that based on the lecture materials. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions as you go along, reach out. Don't overthink it. I mean, just picture what the client needs to prove in order to succeed, and that's the information that would need to go into the complaint. So I hope this helps again, and reach out with any questions. Thanks.